Let's get real for a moment, shall we? Let's peel back the layers of what we've been told success looks like and examine the reality that many face. Meet Dave. 15 years at his company, prime parking, inside jokes, the kind of comfortable routine that seems enviable from the outside. But every night, as he drifts off to sleep, he dreams of escaping the corporate grind and running a beachfront bookstore, a place where he can share his love of literature with the world. Every morning, the harsh reality hits. He wakes up to spreadsheets, not the ocean. The allure of financial stability keeps him chained to his desk. Dave's not alone in this silent struggle. 85% of people worldwide are unhappy in their jobs, a staggering statistic that highlights a deep-seated problem in our modern work culture. From a young age, we're told, go to school, get a good job, work hard, climb the corporate ladder, and you'll be set for life. You'll achieve the elusive American dream. But for most, that good job feels less like a dream come true and more like a slow-motion nightmare, a gilded cage that restricts their potential. The promise of stability becomes a cage, a beautifully decorated prison nonetheless, one we lock ourselves into every Monday, dreading the start of another monotonous week. It's not a sudden trap, it's a slow drip, a gradual erosion of our passions and dreams. You start bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, full of enthusiasm and eager to make a difference, then upgrade your lifestyle with every raise, a little bit here, a little bit there, apartment, car, mortgage, braces for the kid. These aren't just expenses, they're anchors, weighing you down and making it harder to break free. The golden handcuffs get tighter with every upgrade, every new commitment, and we celebrate it. The promotions, the bonuses, the illusion of progress. Retirement parties for people who spent decades, lifetimes even, tolerating their jobs, sacrificing their passions for a paycheck. We've normalized spending our best years, our most energetic and creative years, building someone else's dream, fueling someone else's vision. The 9-to-5 isn't just an option, it's not just a way to make a living, it's sold as the only respectable path, the only responsible choice. But what if the safe choice is actually the biggest risk, the risk of living a life unfulfilled? Waking up at 65, looking back on a life spent chasing someone else's goals, with nothing but a gold watch and regret? Is that the legacy you want to leave behind? The real question, the one you need to ask yourself, honestly and without reservation, are you living your dream, pursuing your passions, or just funding someone else's? It's time to rethink the cage, to question the status quo, and to dare to dream of a different kind of life. Why do we work 9 to 5? It wasn't always this way. Henry Ford, the car guy, started it in 1914, cutting brutal shifts to 8 hours and doubling pay. Not out of kindness, but strategy-rested workers made better cars and could actually buy them. This model spread fast, unions fought for it, and by 1938 it was law. The 9 to 5 was perfect for factories uniform, predictable, efficient, but we're not on assembly lines anymore. We're knowledge workers, creatives, problem solvers. Our best ideas don't clock in at 9 and out at 5, yet we're still chained to a schedule built for a different era. We perform productivity theater because the clock demands it, not the work. The 9 to 5 isn't just a schedule, it's a relic. Isn't it time for an upgrade? The traditional 9 to 5 job. It's a staple of modern society, a framework many of us have come to accept as the norm. But let's be clear, it's not broken. In fact, it's working exactly as designed. It's a well-oiled machine, churning away, producing results. But here's the catch. It was never meant to make rich. The system wasn't set up with your individual wealth in mind. It was meticulously built to make the owners rich, the shareholders wealthy, and the executives comfortable. Their prosperity is the primary goal. You're not the customer in this equation, you're the product. Your skills, your effort, your dedication. These are the commodities being utilized. Your time, that most precious and irreplaceable resource, and your energy, the very fuel that powers your life, are the raw materials that drive the machine. You trade your best years, the prime of your life, for a steady paycheck, a predictable income stream. It's just enough to keep you comfortable, to cover your bills, but never quite enough to set you truly free. Your income is capped, limited by your position and the company's structure. The owners isn't. Their potential earnings are virtually limitless. They earn from the collective time and effort of everyone working for them, not just their own individual contributions. The corporate ladder is designed to extract value at every level, funneling profits upwards. And you, the worker, get only a fraction of the value you create, a small slice of the pie. It's not necessarily evil, it's just business. a calculated exchange of time and labor for compensation. The system, to function effectively, needs a compliant workforce, people willing to follow the rules. And the 9-to-5, with its structure and routine, reliably delivers that compliant workforce day after day. Employees are often incentivized to play it safe, to not lose their jobs, to avoid risks. Owners, on the other hand, are driven to take risks, to innovate, to play to win big. The trap, believing that playing the not-losing game, focusing solely on security, is your only viable option. You trade unlimited potential, the chance for true financial freedom, for the perceived safety of limited security. Over the course of a lifetime, that deal, that compromise, ultimately costs you your freedom. The system isn't broken, it's functioning exactly as it was intended. It's just not built for you, not designed to prioritize your individual financial well-being. So whose game are you really playing? Are you contributing to someone else's wealth or building your own? Maybe, just maybe, it's time to consider switching games, to explore a path that leads to true freedom and unlimited potential. It's not all doom and gloom. While headlines often focus on economic hardship and job insecurity, there's another story unfolding. A story of resilience, innovation, and individuals taking control of their own destinies. Meet the escape artists, regular people who jumped off the 9-to-5 conveyor belt. They represent a growing movement of individuals who are redefining work and success on their own terms. Take Sarah, for example, a talented graphic designer who felt stifled by the constraints of her corporate job. She started an Etsy shop for custom pet portraits as a creative outlet, a way to express her passion for animals and art. It blew up, demand skyrocketed, and her unique, personalized pet portraits became a viral sensation. Within a year, her side hustle out-earned her agency job. What started as a passion project quickly transformed into a thriving business, providing her with financial freedom and creative fulfillment. Now she draws cats in superhero capes for a living. She sets her own hours, chooses her own projects, and gets to spend her days doing what she loves. Then there's Marcus, a software engineer who saw a gap in the market. He built a niche tool in his spare time, a solution to a problem that many in his industry faced. Thousands needed it. Word spread quickly, and his tool became an indispensable resource for professionals around the world. Now, his micro SaaS pays him to code from a beach in Thailand. He's living the digital nomad dream, combining his passion for technology with his love for travel and adventure. These aren't lottery winners. They reclaimed their time and creativity. They are ordinary people who made the conscious decision to pursue their passions and build something of their own. They broke the link between hours worked and income earned. They understood that their time was valuable and that they deserved to be compensated for the value they created, not just the hours they put in. They built assets, a brand, a product, that work for them even when they're not working. They created systems and processes that generate income passively, allowing them to enjoy more freedom and flexibility in their lives. The secret? They decided to stop being cogs and start building their own machines. They took control of their careers and their financial futures by creating businesses and products that solve problems and provide value to others. They bet on themselves, not a company's loyalty. They invested in their own skills, knowledge, and ideas, knowing that their greatest asset was their own potential. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about autonomy. It's about having the freedom to choose how you spend your time, who you work with, and what you create. You don't need a miracle. You need a decision to take control, to pursue your passions, and to build a life that aligns with your values. Start small. Build something of your own. Don't be afraid to experiment, to fail, and to learn from your mistakes. Every great success story starts with a single step. The first step is choosing yourself. The next is taking action. It's about believing in your own potential and taking the necessary steps to turn your dreams into reality. Freedom isn't a fantasy, it's a choice. It's a choice you can make right now, a choice to start building a better future for yourself. What will you choose? The path of conformity or the path of freedom? The choice is yours. Why do smart people stay stuck? The unholy trinity: debt, deadlines, and dead ends. Debt, student loans, car payments, mortgages, raise your monthly nut so high, losing your paycheck is terrifying. Deadlines, work devours your time and energy, leaving you too drained to build an escape. Dead ends, career growth often means more stress, not more freedom. You climb higher in the same cage. This cycle keeps you running, always chasing, never escaping. Debt forces you to stay. The job drains you. The ladder leads nowhere. It's a perfectly designed trap. Breaking free means seeing the cycle and disrupting it, one link at a time. Starve the beasts of debt, time suck, and stagnation. Escape starts in your mind not with a dramatic "I quit," but with a quiet revolution. First, stop trading time for money. Think like an owner. How can you build something that earns while you sleep? Next, become a lifelong learner. Don't just specialize, get curious. Learn digital marketing, coding, video editing, these are your tools. The internet is your university. Your greatest asset is your ability to learn new valuable skills. Redefine risk. In entrepreneurship, failure is data, not disaster. Start with small, calculated risks. Finally, take radical responsibility. No more blaming bosses or the economy. Your success is on you. It's terrifying but empowering. You're the captain now. Every decision, every setback is yours to own. This shift from blame to ownership unlocks the cage. Stop waiting for permission. Start building your freedom. The revolution begins with you. Let's get tactical. Your side hustle isn't a hobby. It's your lifeboat. Build it while your day job still floats. Use your paycheck to fund your escape. Don't chase passion. Solve problems. Find what you're good at, what people will pay for, and what you can stick with. Start small and scalable. Offer services like freelance writing, social media management, or video editing, or create digital products, ebooks, templates, courses. The goal income not tied to your corporate hours. Treat it like a real business from day one. Block time, track income, tell people. Motivation fades, discipline builds your lifeboat. Every hour, every dollar is another plank. Don't wait for the ship to sink. Start building now. Your side hustle is your ticket out. Make it count. The journey starts today. An escape needs a plan, not just a dream. First, build a freedom fund. Aim for a year's living expenses. Cut spending. Funnel every side hustle dollar into it. This isn't forever. It's a short-term sacrifice for long-term freedom. Next, track your crossover point. When your side hustle income matches your essential expenses for several months. That's your trigger. Your lifeboat is seaworthy. Chart your progress. Watch your side hustle line rise to meet your expenses. Set a target date for your exit, but stay flexible. The date is your North Star, not a deadline. Your plan turns someday into a concrete project. Milestones, metrics, a finish line. Don't just run away, run towards something. Your escape plan is your roadmap. Every step brings you closer to freedom. Make it real. Make it yours. The future is built one brick at a time. You've done the work. Mindset shifted. Side hustle thriving. Freedom fund built. You're ready. Now comes the final boss, fear. Your brain will scream about paychecks, insurance, worst-case scenarios. Acknowledge the fear, thank it, then move forward anyway. You're not leaping blind. You've prepared, de-risked, and proven your plan. Remind yourself, you're not gambling, you're executing. The real risk? Waking up decades from now, full of regret. Take a deep breath, write that resignation letter, step into your future. The world beyond 9 to 5 isn't perfect, but it's yours. That's worth everything. If this hit home, subscribe. We're just getting started.